的毛同学，你们准备好了吗？ Are you ready? So let's get started. We are going to talk about SDGs 16 and 17. This is presented by Audrey and Wilson. The floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Audrey.
My name is Wilson.
Today we're going to give a presentation about the United Nations Security Council and World Peace.
We would like to talk about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. The United Nations, or the UN, hopes to achieve sustainable development of the world before 2030. There are 17 goals in total, covering all aspects of life. The goals we are interested in are number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions, and number 17, partnerships for the goals. The main purpose of these two goals is to keep the world safe and peaceful, but the veto power of permanent members is stopping this.
The United Nations Security Council is one of the most important parts of the UN and is in charge of ensuring international peace and security. It is the mechanism can take coercive actions in the UN. For example, international sanctions and military actions. To pass any bill in the UNSC, it needs the agreement of at least 9 non-permanent members. The permanent members China, United States, United Kingdom, France, and Russia have veto power over any proposal, so many proposals get blocked.
A recent example of this is the Ukrainian-Russian war, which started on February 24th and still hasn't stopped. On February 26th, Russia vetoed an UNSC resolution demanding that Russia stop attacking Ukraine. The war has led to the global inflation because there are two of the largest food and oil producing countries in the world. This shows the weakness of the UNSC, and as a consequence, the UNSC often can use coercive force because the permanent members have vetoed it.
Another example of the problem with the UNSC is the Iraq War. After the attack on September 11th, the United States President at that time, George W. Bush, claimed terrorism has seriously threatened the survival of the United States and world peace. Subsequently, the U.S. government declared war on what they considered terrorism. The U.S. government told the UNSC that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction and the government offers support for terrorists. This was later revealed to be a lie. The US government used 1441 as a reason to attack Iraq, even though this was not included in the resolution. This raises important questions. First, do permanent members have too much power? Even though many member countries had doubts about the situation in Iraq, the UNSC Resolution 1441 passed in full. Second, are there different rules for different member states? The US said that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, but it later emerged that the proof was made up by the US justify the war. The United States also attacked Iraq without the authorization of the United Nations. There was no punishment for either of these situations.
Therefore, the biggest problem over the UNSC is unequal power. First, a country can vote against a proposal and speak out in the General Assembly. but any permanent member can veto the proposal, so these votes can be meaningless, because only permanent members have real power. Second, is it fair that permanent members have a veto over any proposal? Permanent members are usually the ones who start an invasion, like in our examples with Iraq and Ukraine. Thus, they often obstruct UNSC peacekeeping operations to protect their benefits. Finally, many countries will worry about the power of the permanent members and stand on the side of them, but not making the right decision for the people in the world. After all, a country's political choices may affect its economic benefits and even its military.
In conclusion, the UN is an organization whose purpose is to maintain the peace of this world. However, the unequal power is preventing this. The UN is trying to fix this after the issue in Ukraine by passing Resolution 76262. Now, every time there is a veto, the President of the General Assembly must call a meeting where the members can review and comment on the veto. However, this doesn't fix the veto problems. Perhaps more regional organizations can get involved in conflicts to balance power in the future. There are 17 goals in SDGs, but all of them are impossible to achieve if war happens. Therefore, the power imbalance in the UN must be fixed so that peace can be maintained. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Audrey. So right now, let's go to 郭老师，郭教授 your turn.
这一个的报告的话呢，刚好很符合我一开始提到过其实针对前面两个的话，可能比较没有注意到的，就我们一开始开宗明义的话，就讲了第16跟17啊，特别是第17点所谓的 partnership for the goals 啊。然后呢，当然 UN 自己提出来的永续发展的一个目标哈，然后呢，批判关于呢 UN 最重要的这个安理会的机构，它很多在做很多的决策上面的话呢，其实它并没有达到所谓的 partnership for the goal 这样子的一个目标。我觉得其实整个的报告上面的话，事实上是蛮好的啊。那当然，其实国际政治的话呢，其实有一个非常复杂的一个因素哦。你们关切这样的一个议题，希望有一个更有效的一个全球治理的这样的一个机构的话呢，我想我们大家可能都会希望是这个样子。那当然，不过呢，国际政治的局势其实是非常复杂的啊。但是呢，年轻人开始对这样的一个议题上的一个关切的话呢，而且我认为其实是非常好的一个切入啊哈，用 UN 自己提出来的 SDG 的目标，然后我们可以来去检视一下 UN 自己本身最重要的机构是不是在我们这个永续地球的一个发展上面。